Hey folks, Philly Boy J back here with another video. And as you guys know, New Year's is right around the corner. It's actually less than a week away. And Americans love to throw parties on New Year's Eve to bring in the New Year's with their family and friends. And one of the most commonly made foods during New Year's are black eyed peas. Americans love to cook black eyed peas on New Year's. I don't know if it's like some type of tradition or something. It was definitely a tradition in my family. My grandma made black eyed peas and pig feet every year, and so did my aunts, my uncles, and my mother. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to make black eyed peas today. I also done a video on how to make pig feet, because Americans love to make pig feet on New Year's as well. Those of them who like pork, obviously. But I'm going to be showing you guys today how to make black eyed peas. I have a bag of Goya black eyed peas here. And as you guys know, black eyed peas stretch. So even though it may look like you're using a little bit, once they get done cooking, it's going to turn into a lot. So I have a bag of Goya black eyed peas here. Now, this is a very important step. This is what you need to do for all of you inexperienced cookers out there that never made black eyed peas before. We have to remove these black eyed peas one by one, and that can be kind of time consuming, but it's really important because you don't want to cook any stale or rotten black eyed peas. You have to remove those black eyed peas. So here I have a white paper plate. I'm going to remove the stale and rotten black eyed peas, and I'm going to place them on this plate and throw them away, obviously. And for the black eyed peas that are in good shape, we're going to add them to this big bowl of water, okay? Because we're going to allow the black eyed peas to soak overnight. Some people only allow them to soak for 8 hours. If time is not on your side and you have to rush and you're making this at the last minute, rinse them off really, really well and soak them for at least 2 hours. When you soak the black eyed peas, it lessens the cooking time, because obviously with them soaking for a whole 24 hours overnight, they're going to swell up, so that's going to lessen the cooking time. Okay, so let's focus, guys. A rotten black eyed pea would be one that looks sort of like this. See how it's split in half? You don't want any split black eyed peas or rotten black eyed peas. I just kind of look through mine like this. If I see any, I remove them. Look at that. It's kind of rotten, so we don't want that in there. We don't want to cook that, so I'm going to remove that. I usually find about 7 of them. Okay guys, so this was our rotten black eyed peas. We're going to get rid of these because these ones are rotten. So here is our big bowl of water. After you separate the rotten black eyed peas, we're going to pour the black eyed peas in this bowl of water here. And the way that I've been taught to do it is to allow the black eyed peas to sit and soak in this water overnight for at least 24 hours. You don't have to do this. Some people just simply rinse the black eyed peas. But what this is going to do is this going to shorten the cooking time. After we allow these to sit in this bowl of water for about 24 hours or overnight, the black eyed peas are going to rise to the top and they're going to swell up. Okay, so essentially what we're doing is we're kind of cooking them a little bit. So they're going to swell up and they're going to soak, and then I'll get back with you guys tomorrow when we're ready to cook these delicious black eyed peas, because I make the best black eyed peas in the whole wide world. Okay folks, see you tomorrow. Okay, so that's the way you want your onions and green peppers to look. Now, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use some old oil. As you know, folks from down south love to save their oil because of the flavor. Old oil has flavor in it. So here's some old oil. As you can see, there's some crust from the fried chicken left at the bottom of the bowl. I'm going to use some of that old oil. So here's our sauteed green peppers, onions, and minced garlic. What we're going to do now is we're going to get our black eyed peas. Here's our black eyed peas. And as you can see, they're swollen. They're thicker than they were yesterday. That's because they've been soaking in this water overnight. Okay. And they're floating to the top because they're lighter. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to drain these black eyed peas. Going to drain these bad boys. Okay guys, so we have our pot here. What we're going to do is we're going to add 2 ham hocks to the pot. You know what, I'll add this little small one here. I'll add 2.5. I'm going to add the minced garlic, the sauteed onions and green peppers. We're going to add the chicken broth now. And we're going to add some water. We're going to add the black eyed peas. And we're going to add the diced tomatoes. Now we're going to add the 3 bay leaves. These are my bay leaves. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to add the season. This step is really important. We want to add first are the chicken flavor bouillon cubes. And this is the reason why I don't add salt to my black eyed peas, because we're going to be adding the bouillon cubes, and bouillon cubes have salt in them. And I'm going to start off with about 3 bouillon cubes. My second bouillon cube. I'm going to add 1 more. The reason I'm only adding 3 is because you're going to get some salt from that ham hocks and from the Creole season that we're going to be using. My personal homemade Creole season. And that's what we're going to be adding next. Here's my Creole season. You guys have the recipe, so if you want to try this, try it out. Think you'll like it. Here's 1 tablespoon. Here's 2 tablespoons. Here's 3 tablespoons. And that's all I'm going to add at first. And we're going to add a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of black pepper. It's a teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder. And 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay? And we're going to cover them with this top so that they get tender faster. And what you're going to do is you're going to leave a little space on the side so that it don't overboil you. Because they will if you cover them all the way up like this. Okay, you can do that once they simmer all the way down, but for now the water and the beans are pretty high, so until it simmers down, you're going to leave a little space like that, all right, to let the air out. I'm cooking them on low heat, so it's going to take a little while, right? So I get back with you guys after 2.5 hours and we'll check on them and see how they're doing. Look at that, guys. These beans are bumping. They are the best black eyed peas you ever taste in your life. Don't nobody make black eyed peas like Philly Boy J. Nobody. Black eyed peas, black eyed peas. Look at them delicious black eyed peas. Look at that. my people from the South, so we like that fat. And it may be a little loose for you Southern folks out there. I know y'all Southern folks like it real thick. But if you let them sit for a little while, trust me, they will thicken up. Especially after putting them in the refrigerator overnight. But there you have it, folks. Black eyed peas. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. And have a happy, wonderful New Year's. Peace.